Hey there, this is my parental tip for the day. We are looking at things that we can do during this corona time that will help us. Now, with all the different types of family structures that we have, because I'm primarily looking at parents, it can be really difficult to work out how you get everything done. One of the things that I've seen work effectively is taking turns. Now, if you live in a two-parent household or a multi-generational household, taking turns will look normally quite straightforward. Look, if you look after the kids in the morning, I can do work, and if I look after the kids in the afternoon, you can do work. And if we need to have an evening off, then we're going to intentionally have evenings off where we're not spending time together as a husband and wife because we've got work to do. We have spent the time with the children all day long, or whatever has happened all day long that disrupted our flow, and so we're intentionally in the evening carving that time out, and we're taking turns to carve out time that will be romantic relational time. And so taking turns is something that it comes more naturally to instructing our children. So when they're little, we tend to instruct our children, okay, wait your turn. But it's as if when we get to be an adult, we forget that taking turns is a part of adult life. Like, you can't have everything you want right then and there. Now, the difficulty becomes, of course, if you live in a single adult household. So if you have just the one adult in the household and more than one child, especially if they're younger, this can be really problematic. The taking turns idea does not apply to 2-year-olds who do not know about taking turns. They have no clue. But I do think start small and work your way up and pace yourself. So you do want to instill in your children the sense of respect for the fact that other people have needs. And that's what taking turns is about, that we're trying to let everybody have a go at what they need. And in our household, we have multi-age participants. And so the very littlest person taking turns is a really new and difficult concept because she believes that everything should run on her time. And for the older adults, we have the challenge of trying to raise multi-age children. And so you are, while with the little one, finding it difficult to have the older ones as well. And so you're trying to take turns to give each child their attention. And then I think the other thing is that children then learn from the way that adults go about themselves. Okay, adults still need to take turns. This is a relevant lesson to my future. I'm not just learning this because mummy and daddy are being a pain or difficult or they're trying to make me be nice. I'm learning this because when I get to be an adult and I want to have relationships with other people, I need to learn how to take turns and be nice with people. But as I said, one of the big challenges is if you're in a single adult household. So if you're in a single adult household and the children stay with you for 5 or 6 days out of the week and then go to a parent, or if that has actually stopped because of corona and you cannot send them to the second parent because of whatever the family situation is, then how do you actually achieve getting your work done? And I think it's really good to teach your kids the taking turns method between yourselves. Look, you need to get work done that requires me to be with you. I will sit with you. But then that means I need to get work done, so you need to self-entertain while I do this. We need to do the cooking, so we're going to do this. But that means that you need to do this. And taking turns in having that time, having that intention with the day, and really being intentional with explaining to our children that actually it's not impossible to take turns. It takes practice, it takes intentionality, but it means that we're really thinking about the other person that we live with and having respect for their space. So taking turns is my big tip of the day. And phrasing it like that, taking turns, helps because it's a language that we're used to telling our children. Listen, we're taking a turn, So I think for us adults, we need to learn how to take turns as adults. I want to do X, Y, Z. Can you watch the children for these mornings while I do this? And then I will do da-da-da-da-da, so you can do this. And that means that we have to be honest about what we need. It means that we have to have honest conversations about the amount of time that things take. We need to be really honest about how much we can achieve in a day. I saw a post recently from a friend who's like, I put 2 things down that I can definitely achieve. And anything else that I do on top of that, I write afterwards in my bonus category. I think what a wonderful idea. So I'll talk about that in the next video. Blessings. Take turns. Enjoy practicing taking turns and teaching our children that taking turns is actually necessary for life.